It was felt imperative to start an English medium school for boys in this city in 1964, as there was no matriculation school for the boys. It had a very humble beginning with 27 students in 6 classrooms. Reverend Father Patrick D. Rosario spearheaded the institution on its maiden voyage, and Reverend Father M. Chinnayan was the correspondent of the school. Together they strive to realize the dream of our founder. Reverend Father Anthony Lawrence succeeded him in July 1965 as the principal of the school. Endowed with administrative abilities, the school rose to eminence. During his tenure, our school was affiliated to the University of Madras and ensured quality education. In 1970, the first batch of 9 gems appeared for the 11-year matriculation exam and secured 100% result. Hostel facility in the campus enabled students from the neighboring towns and rural areas. The existing building was extended, adding 2 more floors. Reverend Father Mudiyappan took the helm of this institution and steered it through rain and shine in a remarkably principled manner. He nurtured this institution to be a model school. He introduced several welfare schemes for the teaching and non-teaching staff. When 10+2 pattern was introduced in 1978, Carmel Garden Matriculation School was upgraded as Carmel Garden Matriculation Higher Secondary School, and the higher secondary block was constructed. He introduced nursery classes in June 1981. It was during his period that S. Prabhu secured the first rank in the state in higher secondary examination in 1983. Reverend Father Joseph Felix was appointed the principal of the school in 1986. He was deeply sensitive to the needs of the hour and expectations of the students and the society. This encouraged him to introduce computer-based education to the students. 2 basketball courts and a hockey court were laid that enthused the athletes. He celebrated the Silver Jubilee in 1989-1990 and constructed the chapel and the auditorium. Reverend Father Maria Anthony was appointed the principal in 1990. He continued the dedicated service of the earlier principals in an entirely new perspective. He faithfully followed the footsteps of the academic stalwarts and brought the school to academic limelight. Renovation of the auditorium and construction of a building for the canteen were done in his period. Reverend Father A. L. Sundaraj took charge of the school in 2003. The school had witnessed an astounding growth by way of infrastructure. A new school office equipped with computer facilities and an open stage in the northeastern side of the school and a separate block for the primary and nursery section were constructed. Reverend Father A. Paul Raj assumed office in 2006. The campus had seen a phenomenal growth day by day. He took effective measures to construct a yoga hall, metalled the ground in front of the nursery, built new restrooms for higher school and primary school, and enclosed the lawn with a fence. He worked hard for the betterment of the school. Nothing should deter from noble work. In spite of testing times, give the best that's in you to the calling you are called for. With this in mind, Father A. Maria Joseph took over as the 8th principal and correspondent on the 4th of June 2011. And it is the year that goes down in the annals of Carmel Garden that Master P. L. Muthuraman notched 2nd place in the district level, which accentuated the pride of place that Carmel occupied in the minds of the public. He dexterously fought for the cause of betterment of the school and the students. He is very industrious. RCC roofing for all the classrooms in the 2nd floor of the main building. 5 additional classrooms were the commendable work done by him. To make learning more stimulating, interactive, effective and enlightening, Smart classes were also introduced. 3D lab makes the learning more joyful. It has taken us to the heights of technology-based education.